It's your girl Ash and I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be watching Heroes Among Us Incident at Bamber Bridge. If you guys would like to check out my other history videos, the link will be up at the top. And if you guys would like to follow me on Instagram, the link will be down in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that red button so you can be a part of the family. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Enough of me talking, let's get straight into this reaction. Stories of courage, patriotism, and sacrifice. Incident at Bamber Bridge.
Hi, I'm Mitch Maki, president of Go for Broke National Education Center. We tell the story of the Japanese-American soldiers of World War II, of their courage, patriotism, and sacrifice as they upheld America's promise. The promise that in our nation, no one is to be judged by the color of their skin, the nation of their origin, or the God whom they choose to worship. As we all know, our nation is currently struggling with a crisis of conscience. Despite the promise of America, not all individuals in our nation have been embraced by the American value of equality. In recognition and support of the Black community, Go for Broke National Education Center will be sharing stories of Black American soldiers during World War II, of their courage, of their patriotism, and of their sacrifice. They upheld America's promise, and in doing so, provide us today with a moral sense of direction. During World War II, Black American servicemen stationed in England were generally welcomed by their British hosts in ways that were completely opposite of the Jim Crow segregationist practices back in America. Black GIs would drink and socialize in mixed company in British pubs, where they were not only allowed to enter, but were warmly welcomed by the locals. Black soldiers saw around them a very different reality from that which they faced at home, a non-segregated society where they were welcomed as fellow fighters against fascism rather than second-class soldiers.
Could you imagine how they felt to be just warmly welcomed? They were accepted, and they weren't even accepted amongst their own peers that they actually went there with. That's crazy.
The U.S. Army authorities, however, did not condone this equal treatment. 1943, the 1511th Quartermaster Truck Regiment, a segregated Black unit, was stationed outside the town of Bamber Bridge. U.S. military authorities demanded that the town's pubs impose racial restrictions.
How could you demand something in a whole nother country? This isn't your country. This isn't your country. How could you demand something in somebody else's country that they're not practicing? Jim Crow isn't in England. Jim Crow is in the United States.
The three village pubs responded with signs that read, "Black troops only." On the evening of June 24th, Black troops and white locals were enjoying themselves at the Old Hog Inn. At closing time, white military police arrived and tried to arrest Private Eugene Nunn, a Black American soldier, for not wearing the proper uniform.
Just picking on
But they were faced with white British soldiers, both male and female, who sided with Nunn and his fellow soldiers.
As they should have.
The incident escalated into a fist fight, and the military police were beaten back.
Good.
Later, the MPs returned with reinforcements, and a battle developed in the street. Shots were fired, and Private William Crossland, one of the Black soldiers, died with a bullet in his back.
Wow.
4 other injuries to Black American soldiers occurred in a 5-hour confrontation which ended at the Adams Hall Army Camp. The events of that night led to the death of 1 Black soldier, significant injuries to several others, and the convictions of 27 Black American soldiers,
What?
which would later be commuted or overturned. The events in Bamber Bridge highlighted the vexing paradox of race relations and prejudice at the time. Despite the open armed welcome from British citizens, the U.S. Army uniform provided no protection from the racist attitudes embodied by the U.S. Army authorities.
Wow.
After their service, Black soldiers returned stateside with little tolerance for the pervasive and prejudiced Jim Crow laws. But they soon discovered once again that their service provided no protection from the discrimination and racial violence that still permeated America. The harsh reality was that some Black veterans were to be lynched, a harrowing image of suppression and racial intolerance. The struggle for equality and social justice continues on today. We at Go for Broke National Education Center honor these Black American soldiers of World War II who served and sacrificed for our nation, and we continue our commitment to ensuring America's promise.
This video proves the point that I was trying to make in World War II. If you guys would like to check out that video, the link will be up at the top. The point that I was trying to make was exactly this. Black soldiers, African American soldiers, dealt with a lot of things during the time of World War II. They still were dealing with their own war back home. They were more accepted outside of their own country by British people. Their own peers that, you know, their own U.S. military peers didn't accept them, didn't treat them equally. Like, I don't want to get too invested as I'm going to get upset, but comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Give me your thoughts and opinions. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, fam.